So if anyone wants proof that the gap between home computers and video game consoles will never be completely filled, look no further than the Steam machine. An absolute failure. Dead on arrival. It made not even a dent on the industry. It was just not even a blip on the radar for most people. Nobody cared about it. Nobody wanted it. And it failed. Failed miserably, actually. As a matter of fact, it sold under 500,000 units. Under 500,000 units. You know what sold better than the Steam machines? The fucking Virtual Boy sold more than the Steam machine. So if you think I'm just exaggerating and I'm just being mean, I'm pretty sure that anything that sells worse than the Virtual Boy should never be considered to be a success. Any console that sells worse than the fucking Virtual Boy, yeah, no. And it only sold twice as many units as the Atari Jaguar. The Atari Jaguar sold 250,000 units, and this sold 500,000 units. So, wow. But admittedly, when I first heard of the Steam machine, I was actually very interested in it. And, before I knew more details about it and knew what it was actually like, I was very interested in potentially getting one when it came out. There was so much hype behind it, too. It's going to be the thing that brings PC gaming and console gaming together. PC gaming and console gaming will now be united in one, and it'll render the PS4 and Xbox One obsolete. You'll have no need anymore to own a console, because this is going to be the PC console hybrid. It's going to be the best thing since fucking sliced bread, since the fucking Reese's peanut butter cup. It's going to be the best fucking thing ever. It's going to be better than peanut butter and jelly. It's going to be the ultimate blend between two things, better than anything else that's ever been fucking invented. The Steam machine. Well, problem with the Steam machine, one big problem that I knew right off the bat, was the price range. The cheapest Steam machine back then was like $100 more than the Xbox One. So it was the most expensive console offer, and I'm putting console in heavy air quotes. I know you can't physically see me, but that's what I'm doing. It was the most expensive console on market at its cheapest price point, but at its greatest price point, it cost $6,000. So that was a big mistake on their part. Instead of making their own system in-house, Valve decided to outsource it to multiple companies, from Alienware, which was ironically where the cheapest model came from Alienware, which is known for having overpriced fucking shitty products. And from what I know, the Alienware Alpha actually wasn't that horrible of a system, except the thing is, what's the point of getting an Alienware Alpha? Like, why not just get a PC at that point? If you're willing to spend an extra $100, you could spend an extra $100 on a PC. That way, you don't have to, if you want to go on the internet or anything, you don't have to go on your TV, you know what I mean? Like, you could just get another computer at that point. If you're willing to fork over an extra $100, then just get a computer. Really. That's all you got to do. And the thing is, they tried so hard to bridge the gap between console and PC gaming. They tried so hard to appeal to console gamers. The thing is, though, they didn't really try that hard, did they? Most of the stuff, most of their concepts, most of their policies, the way that the console was presented was really geared towards PC gamers. The problem with that is that PC gamers were not the audience that they needed to target. It was the console gamers. Name one aspect of the Steam machine that appealed to console gamers. Okay, you can play PC games and it's in a box and you can plug it into your TV. Okay, so that's the thing. It's $100 more. What does it offer over the competition? Because they're really trying to compete with the Xbox and PlayStation. Well, okay, yeah, you have a bigger library, you have more games. Okay, sure, obviously, yes. But the problem is you're ignoring the reason why people still play consoles. And yes, there is still the simplicity factor. Maybe not so much when it comes to downloads and whatnot, because you should just pop in and play. Those days have gone, sadly. Which was a huge draw of console gaming, was just plug in and play. You don't have to, if you have a disc, you don't have to install everything. That was really the glory days of console gaming. 6th generation, even 7th generation, before the games got too fucking big. Unless you owned a 360, then you had to play all your games in 4 discs. But so this console had no discs. It had, most of the games were already available because it used Steam. So you already had like thousands and thousands and thousands of games already available. So the library, it had that over the competition immediately. So you'd think that it would be such a successful console. The problem is that it just wasn't. It didn't have that console appeal to it. Outsourcing the Steam Machine concept to multiple different companies, it's what makes it more like a PC and less like a console. Releasing one Steam Machine from one company, whether it would be Alienware or anybody else, or preferably Valve itself, that would really make it appeal to console gamers instead of releasing 20,000 different Steam machines. You're not going to appeal to the console market by making your thing more like a PC. And you're not going to appeal to the PC market because the PC gamers already have their PCs and they don't want to spend $6,000 on a console. You really think they're going to do that? They already have a PC. If they're willing to spend $6,000 on hardware, they're not going to get a console. They're going to get a PC, of course, even if it's the most powerful console ever. They want the PC experience. So trying to make this console so cater to the PC community didn't do any justice because PC gamers weren't into the Steam machine. It was really the console gamers that they were trying to get into PC gaming, and really, because they were trying to get console gamers into Steam, console gamers into PC gaming, and it just didn't work out. And it's pretty obvious. Name one thing that console gamers would be appealed by from the Steam machine. Definitely not the Steam controller. Console gamer looks at the Steam controller like, what the fuck is this? You have the fucking touchpad mouse stuff, and you have buttons at the bottom, and you have one analog stick. People are going to be like, what the fuck is this? So it's not really a surprise that the Steam machine was a total flop because they were appealing to a market that doesn't exist. It does not exist. So it's pretty. It's not a surprise that the Steam machine failed. Do I wish that it failed, or do I wish that it succeeded? Rather, yeah, I wish it succeeded because it was a cool concept. It really would have been an awesome thing if it actually came to market in a successful way. If they actually marketed it the right way, and really had it bridge the gap between console and PC gaming, because that way, everybody would benefit from that. And maybe it would, if the Steam machine sold great and console gamers were flocking over to the Steam machine, then it would incline PlayStation and Xbox to kind of change some of their policies that they've been getting away with because there's no competition. So it's disappointing that the Steam machine failed, but it's really no surprise, and that it's obvious. That's why. People are going to blame it on other factors like, oh, it's because Windows 10 came out the same time as the Steam machine, and oh, it's also because the Steam controller was delayed. When the first Steam machines came out, it actually came with an Xbox 360 controller. Way to show that this is an original system that really offers something unique to the table by being packaged with an Xbox 360 controller. Wow. But it didn't matter because console gamers didn't want the Steam controller anyway. They had no interest in it whatsoever. They're perfectly happy with the PS4 and Xbox One controller. Why would they want this fucking monstrosity of a Steam controller? Why would they want one? It's really, they're appealing to a market, again, like I said, that I don't even know what market they're trying to appeal to. They're trying to appeal to PC gamers, but yet it's supposed to be for console gamers. It was a total fucking train wreck, and it's a shame. It really is a shame because it had a lot of potential, but it ultimately fell flat.